Toyota Vets. More or less cash.
It is iDiskiTV powered by World Sports Betting. It is co.za. It is Mamelodi Sundowns moving on to the next round of the MTN 8 in the semi-final. It's Mamelodi Sundowns against Stellenbosch and Cape Town City hosting Orlando Pirates. It's first leg and the second leg as well. Hoping that there will be a Sundowns and Pirates final, but that's not going to be easy, obviously. Well done to Mamelodi Sundowns. Difficult as it had been. Tso Vilakazi, former Mamelodi Sundowns attacking midfielder. What did you make of the game, sir?
Mr. Kunjani
So and so?
ngibulise wena ngibulise Stizi Junior ngibulise nabafuthi lapha kaBuyelo.
Yes sir.
Ngibulise nanemakhaya ngicela support njalo iDiskiTV ngizobe nje benjalo ngicheke futhi. Yeah, what a game, Mr. Nkewu. What a game, and like I said ukuthi kuzoba nzima. Yeah. Kuzoba nzima Mr. Nkewu, because when you watch the game.
Well, did you think that was going to be the case?
No, I knew
because everyone predicting would have thought that Sundowns will win. Good money was on Sundowns, but the game ended 0-0. Everyone lost their bets, basically. The game ended 0-0.
Yes.
In 90 minutes.
Yeah, I tell me now Sundowns is over 2-1 because I knew in transition they didn't have quick center backs la Payana and mover. So I thought Polokwane City they would score a goal, and they had chances. You know, first half, even extra time, Police had 1v1 with the keeper, and I thought it was supposed to be in. Yeah, it was Sundowns playing against Polokwane City, but not the Sundowns that we can talk about. You know, maybe it's because of it's a new technical team, the new coach Mangoba, but the way they've played, for me, singoma ngayicula man. Yeah, ingoma yabo ayiculeki kahle. It was between now the players, because when I look at how they were playing, you could see man ukuthi players are taking decisions in terms of how they want to play, what is that they want to do, nini kanjani, and it stepile kancane, but yes, Polokwane City, they came with their plan to frustrate Sundowns, make sure they are compact, because the first 10 minutes first half, they thought because Sundowns they'll start to build up from the back, so they wanted to push high. Actually, not even that they wanted to push high, but pushing high to say if Bafuru La Pana, then we'll squeeze them from there. But now when they see, Sundowns, when they go up, Sundowns, they play those balls behind them, and then they've changed. You know what? Let's sit back, so that if they just try to play behind us, then that will be keeper's ball. And really, it dragged the game, because Sundowns could see the frustration. Yes, my striker. I know.
This season is gonna be very crucial for him, because he can't do anything other than just score goals, and it's very weird to say. It sounds weird when you say it, because someone else would say, Kanti, what's the point of a striker? It is to score. But if you watch the game and you understand the game, you will understand that you don't score. There's 90 minutes in a football match, and not every minute you score.
Yes.
On average in football, 2 goals are scored. Less than 2.5 goals are scored on average in many games. So in the moments that he has those opportunities, he's supposed to score. It kind of feels like this is going to be a make or break season for him. Although I think naturally in his career, this would have been the last season for him. I mean, Sundowns, Pirates, those big teams, very few strikers stay there for 7 years. You know, he's been great for himself, for his career, that he scored, I think, 100 goals in the PSL era for him. So you'll never take that away from him. But he can't do anything else, Shem. It's not even an exaggeration. He can't trap the ball. He can't pass the ball. He cannot even pass the ball between here and here. It is staggering, the lack of quality that he has, such that the other thing that he is known for doing, he's going to have to do it all the time. Like today, is into Melivale Abantu Mlomo was him to score. Yeah. Unfortunately, because he can't do anything else.
Yeah, Mr. Gil, that's the sad part about him, and that's why I was saying, he's been playing for years in our league, and he's been doing almost the same thing. Season in, season out. The only thing that people they didn't see it was he was scoring. He was scoring. When you score, we don't even look at the quality of the player. So no one saw that ukuthi no man kahle lo muntu akekho mnandi. Yabo. So tina we saw him ukuthi no akekho mnandi but he can finish. So that's one thing I like about him, ukuthi he can finish. I think now he just need that confidence. If he can get to 1, 2, 3 goals, I think that confidence will come back because he makes good runs. He's in the right position at the right time. The only thing that Mhlula just to put the ball in there because today ushaya amapali twice. The header iphume inches epalini. So uyakubonisa ukuthi he still have those movement lapana eboxing to find himself a space where he can try and finish. It's the only thing that he needs now. It's just that luck to put it in the back.
What did you see in Manqoba's team today? For the first time, we saw him in the league. Of course, I saw all the games in preseason, and other people who were watching online. They saw in preseason, but it's not the same. It's the first official game. What did you see today? And sometimes we extrapolate things. Ukuthi le ngibona namhlanje ingaba iyosebenza na ku semifinal of Champions League. Although you have to think, oh, it's the first game of the season, so it's a work in progress. But what did you see today?
For now work in progress, Mr. K.
Well, there is such a thing as umdlalo wakho wokuqala. Umdlalo wakho
We've been there, Mr. K.
No,
We've been there.
Clearly he's not Rulani. Clearly he doesn't believe this.
Yeah.
Uyamuzwa kuma interview ukuthi clearly he doesn't believe the things that Rulani was believing in.
Yeah.
Rulani is one of the best coaches we've ever seen with our eyes here. Whether we like it or not, he's better than most of us South Africans. And clearly you could see today. But then it's unfair to make that comparison. We need to give Manqoba his own opportunity to say, this is your team. Njengoba lo bamlahlela ngamatshe bathi akawinanga in.
Yeah.
Let's see whether or not this group of coaches will be able to do that. Does it give hope when you look at that? Can it win a semi-final of a Champions League?
Mr. K, it's going to be tough. To be honest, in my opinion, I don't see them going through the semi-final in Champions League. If this is how they're gonna play, because you know, Mr. K, playing against Polokwane City, I don't undermine them. But you need to show the superiority of you as Sundowns, as a team. They lose one game last season. A team at semi-final. So now, when you look at this game, Sundowns, in terms of how they need to impose Polokwane City, for me it was shaky. You know, because something, you know, during the game, it was like there was a situation where I thought, I think they like ran out of ideas when you see that low block, lapana defense. Like,
I don't know what else to do.
And I even said, you know, in this case, you need Ribeiro to throw in, come and have a ball so that we can create spaces. And now, the other thing that was really confusing, Gakul, was he played Matthews, no, Shalulile, very close to each other. And now, who need to create a space for who? They were lucky Shalulile Tolile the pass from Matthews to hit upright. It means that run, Ribeiro, we were draw immediately to have a touch. He created a space behind him. That's where Matthews will play that pass to Shalulile. But now, when now Ribeiro and I had to stand lapana, Matthews lapana, Shalulile, they were like, and it's worrying because Sundowns, even if low block, they know how to break. They know the passes swabo to try and get to those pockets. And then today I didn't see them. The only time it was that ball Kashalulile and the own goal. Because Ribeiro made a good run to that pocket, forcing the defender, Umatul at defender facing his post. Of which that's not a good thing. That's why he managed to hit own goal. So in other words, they've never forced Polokwane City really ukuthi baphile ngedrip ukuthi azinto esisenkingeni madoda amanzi aphelile sijulukile asifake nama drips.
I think to be fair, the first half they could have been 3 goals up.
Yes.
But it was, I understand what you're saying, the dominance of Mamelodi Sundowns. Let me ask you one more thing, so before I let you go. It kind of felt like they took too long for that Musa Libusa be a goalkeeper. It felt like you needed to make that decision snappy. That did you already know, because you're a coach too, that you practice scenarios.
Yes.
When you're one man down, stuff like that.
Yes.
It didn't feel like they knew that when they are one man down, uzomele goalkeeper abe umdlali. And I felt Puleng Marema, formerly Puleng Polane, should have scored, or if he hit it on target, let me put it this way, that he would have then asked difficult questions for Ulibusa, who's not a goalkeeper, you know. And I said, even in that moment, I said, we are gonna see now if Polokwane City understand game situations, are they clever enough to understand that this is not a goalkeeper. Between the 4 minutes left plus the 6 minutes additional time, can they take shots at Musa Lebusa before Sundowns make that change? February. What did you make of that whole indecision?
You know, Mr. Gido, that's something that I always say. The game gives you questions and there's answers again. You just need to make sure that you keep an eye in the game. Make sure that you focus in all the details that are happening in the game. I always say this. When you plan in the week, all these things, they need to be involved. All, Mr. Kewo, I'm not talking about something that I don't know. I'm talking about something that I know. In football, these things, they do happen. And you must have answers when these things, they do happen. You know, and I said it to Guti, njengoba they are delaying uNonduzana uOnyango ukuthi awoke aphume. They still discussing.
They're deciding what are we going to do.
Ubani bangamkhipha. And for me, it was easy. I even said it could no. The player that needs to be out, Mashiro.
You said it immediately.
Easy. Mashiro out, and then Libusa will go on the left, and then you've got Ulontuzana, Rivaldo, you've got Umuren. Done finish. Umkona will sit in front of them. It was easy for me. You know why? It's because I'm in the game. I'm watching the game. My mind is there. I see all the details, and I can see who needs to be out immediately when we've got a problem like this. So I was so disturbed in that why do they take it so long? Now comes to Polokwane City to say, hey, Tolan, I mean, he's not a keeper. Those hands,
hit it on target.
Bega, uzo hit iwelela. When you just say, hey, perfect, target, I need you to go for second ball. That's it. But now, wanted to be smart, and it cost still a long, number one. Number two, they've got a red card.
What do you do? Advantage
it's a cup game. You know, anyone, at the end of the day, one
even
needs
if you
to
win 5-0, you lose 5-0, yeah.
Yes,
they should have gone all out.
I tell them, police stay there, Chaku, Bonge, stay there, they throw you. And again, they've got a red card. Obviously, at the back is 1v1. So it means who's got an advantage? It's us. So stay there, we get a ball, we play to them. In the last 6 minutes, I'm telling you, something was going to happen for them if the coach took that decision to say, look, I've got nothing to lose. It's a cup game.
Right.
Whatever happens, happens.
Right, there you go. Thank you very much, Mr. So-and-so. Thank you very much to you as well for listening, watching, commenting, and all of that. We appreciate you subscribing to our content and all of that. Yeah, that was a game then, and there was a semi-final draw that was made. Just a quick reminder, Orlando Pirates take on Cape Town City and Mamelodi Sundowns, Stellenbosch FC as well. iDiskiTV, Disco Times, World Sports Betting. Thank you for watching us.